Welcome to another episode of Two Dimes and a Token. I am one of your hosts, Brooke Nasty. And to my left, I have our fellow Don.
You already know what time it is. I'm here.
There we go. And then we have our token.
The token, baby. What's happening, y'all?
Dude, do we have a nickname yet or no?
We ain't got no name. I like the token, bro. I like the token.
Token. Okay.
Token the toker.
Absolutely. So you guys see we have a different background and we have some other guests coming in right here. We are actually at Sacred Arts Tattoo in Bradenton. Right, cutting in front right there. One of the co-owners here. There we go. Now we're talking. So we are at Sacred Arts Tattoo here in Bradenton. They allowed us to come in and fucking shoot on fucking site. Badass. This is the greatest tattoo shop in the fucking world. I can tell you for sure. If any of you guys seen my work, that's right. Exactly. We have the best piercer in the world and we have the best tattoo artists here. No matter what, no matter where you go.
Phenomenal work.
Yeah,
Phenomenal.
Fuck everyone else. This place is badass. So, over to my left, we have Mike.
What's up?
With Mike right here. With Matt.
How's it going?
Make sure you lean in. You got to lean into it.
Yo.
There we go. If you have to,
Hey.
yeah, go ahead and pull it to you if you have to. But these guys are co-owners of the shop. They were so awesome enough to allow us to come in, shoot on site, see the memorial in the back. They did this all with spray paint. Am I right?
Yeah, I did it with Montana spray and some Sharpies, and that's pretty much it.
Yes. So these group of people that we're about to introduce you to is some of the greatest artists I have ever seen. And during the week, you guys are going to see some clips of the shop itself and stuff. So if you guys get a chance and you want to have some work done, and you want to get a piercing done, come fucking here. This place is badass. They're awesome with people. They're phenomenal with pricing. They're just amazing human beings. So let's give a raise up.
Cheers.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Oh shit.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we gotta get a mixture. So
It's okay.
we're gonna open it
There's
up
a
with
Modelo
our.
right there.
I'll catch up in a second.
He's gonna catch up in a second. So we're gonna open up. We actually are starting a new segment. Now we're doing a drink of the podcast, right? So every single week we have a new guest, and our guest is gonna choose what our drink is for the day. So Mike actually chose our drink for the day. What's that, Mike?
I got some Jameson ginger ale right here. That's how I like to start my nights.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking. Smooth.
You guys drinking Jameson?
Yeah.
Man, well, I can't drink Jameson.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, so.
Now we go to the other side. Token. What's our token drink of the night?
Token drink of the night is Monster pregame.
Monster
and
pregame.
then Bull game. Red Bull. Why we speak?
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
You need to
Drop
calm
ball on
down.
that one.
Yeah, I'm rocked.
Fuck
Yeah,
that
I'm
up.
rocked.
He's rocked right
This
now.
guy needs to
So-
chill out.
Cheers up one more time. Very good. Let's get Matt a drink. Let's get Matt a drink. real quick.
Get you that.
I got another piercing in a minute, so I'm gonna have
all right.
He's gonna
after
hop
the
out. By the way,
piercing,
they
after
allowed
the
us
I'll
to
have a
shoot
sip, though.
during operational hours. This is how badass these guys are. And like I said, amazing human beings. So, forecast for the night, right? We want to introduce you guys, obviously, to the best shop in the world, but also we want to get a little bit of their story. I've been here several times, obviously getting a lot of work done, and just hearing some of the things that they've gone through in life has been absolutely fucking amazing. It's been incredible. And I was like, we got to share this with the world because you guys are badass. So why don't we just kick it off? Why don't you guys tell us where you got your start? Where'd you guys grow up?
Well, we grew up in Inglewood, Florida. I don't know if you guys know about that place. No, please, no. It's
Please,
it's terrible. It's terrible.
FTW.
Little small town, so people are pretty tight knit. So we keep that network pretty tight with all the crackheads.
That's that token.
Right,
Okay, all right.
Our token was there, man. He lived that life, baby.
Part of that. man.
It's part of that life.
Part of that.
We grew up
Fantastic.
life.
We grew up next to each other, right down the street from each other. Our parents were friends, and we were best friends since we were 4 years old. And
Yeah.
fucking, we used to talk about it when we were younger. Like, we should go into business one day. We should own a tattoo shop one day. Because I was already tattooing, And it was
Yeah.
just like, oh, that would never happen. And then here we are.
That's fucking awesome.
That
dude.
is
That's so
amazing.
badass.
That is a lifetime goal, starting as a child, raising up and completing that in the adulthood, man. That is amazing, dude.
Yeah, like getting your own shop and doing all that shit.
Yeah,
going
it's
from
like-
going from an actual idea when you're in high school.
It's like I know what I want to do for my life, and I'm going to continue to
Yeah.
do that.
That's fucking sweet, dude.
I was tattooing in high school, totally illegally.
Totally illegal.
Straight, like in my room, like just destroying my friends' lives. Like, oh yeah.
That's
yeah,
fucking
I-
sweet.
yeah.
Back then,
Oh, yeah.
I was just hype man.
Lean
we'd
that
go
in.
to
Lean that in.
like
talking to it like you're kissing it, baby.
Yeah.
So girl.
Tightness.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
He's taking it there. He's taking it there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's turning around. Hey. No, so back in high school, I wasn't involved in any of this stuff. So I was like, I was participating and I was involved in a completely different capacity. He would tattoo me because, being homies as long as we were, I was like, fuck it, dude, let's go. So we did some fucking poor decisions.
Bro, after our first senior powerlifting meet,
yeah,
we had won. It
Yeah.
was the tri-county.
Oh,
we
yeah.
had won.
Nice.
And fuck those other counties. And so our weight class did really well. I think he placed second or third or something. I wasn't allowed to compete because my grades were bad. And, fuck it, whatever. But we get home, we're all hyped up. That's right when Redline came out.
Oh yeah.
And it says like drink
half
half of it
serving?
or a
Yeah.
quarter of it.
Yeah,
We're
you
like,
drink
fuck
half
that,
of it.
dude. We
Yeah.
boofed it, and then we were like so hyped. We get home, and I got this like eBay like
Chinese
tat
tattoo
gat.
machine.
Like this thing is like the blood shovel. You know what I mean? And he's like, dude, Scorpion, let's go.
Let's
And it's
run
like,
it, dude.
Dude.
First page on Google got the first tribal Scorpion.
Tribal Scorpio, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
wow, dude, it's right there. It's still there,
It's
dude.
still there, dude. First tattoo
Yes,
ever.
look at that shit.
You know,
No
honestly-
idea what I was doing.
Honestly, for
no
how
idea.
poorly that thing was taken care of, I have tattoos that look worse that were done by, more professional
Other
individuals. It
dudes, yeah.
Fucking stood up pretty well. I fucking love it. It's a good
Dude,
story.
my dad comes in the room and he's like, "What the fuck?" And I was just like, "Don't." You didn't see anything.
You didn't
Right.
see anything.
Right in the living room, just not even.
Fuck it. He's
That's
like, you
I
know
think
what?
it was like on a dining table chair.
Really?
Like, the nice dining table chairs just fucking sitting there.
He was
He's
in
in
a
like
fold-out chair.
Yeah, he was in a fold-out chair tattooing me. It was just,
Wow.
I don't even regret
So
it.
that's literally just the start.
Yeah.
That's
That was
just the
like
I was
beginning.
day
like, fuck it, I'm gonna
one.
try.
Foot in the direction of the. I wasn't even like.
Which, by the way, if you're
involved in any of
watching,
this
that
yet.
is not the way to start. Don't.
Yeah.
Terrible idea.
Don't fucking do that. Don't
follow
fucking do
that
that. I made a
Try
lot of
something new,
mistakes.
dude.
Try something new. Fuck it.
I made a lot of mistakes, and if you're gonna try and get into tattooing, that's not the way. Get an apprenticeship. If I got an apprenticeship at the time, I'd be so much further in my career.
So
I'd be driving a Lambo right now.
there you go. Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, but you do drive a Corvette.
Hold on, Beavis.
My man drives a Corvette. Let's be real.
Hold on, Beavis. Just stay there.
Let's be real though. How do you practice? Like, how is that something that you do on a daily basis? Like, I don't. That's always something I asked you guys that question. Like my second time here, I was like, how do you practice at tattooing? You can't just like fuck people up for a while and then get good. Like, how does that work?
That's what I did. I fucked people up for a while.
You just
There you go.
literally said the exact
Yeah.
path that you take as a tattoo artist.
Really?
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could be the best like pen and paper, paint and canvas artist, and tattoo someone, and it just be fucking trash.
Really?
Like just because you're good in like in a because if you think about it, art in almost any other capacity outside of tattooing or piercing is in a generally controlled environment. You have a completely still canvas. You can do it in total privacy if you want to, like with nobody watching you. You can take as long as you want. Like you could take like a painting on the wall. It could have taken that artist, 3 or 4 months to complete, where they're feeling it one night. So they have a glass of wine and they go hit it for 30 minutes, be like, creativity's done. You don't have that option in a tattoo or a piercing. It's like you're there, you're sitting there, you're plugging away for however long it is for the day, whether it's like a session or finishing an entire piece.
Yeah.
And you don't have any of the other conveniences. It's not a still canvas. It's a person who
Yeah.
wiggles and squirms, has to take a piss every 30 minutes. All those different things. So it's like you have to not only learn this new craft,
Yeah.
which is a completely different application, while you're dealing with a whole other set of variables that are a part of that you've never experienced in an artistic form before. So it's like it's a whole new learning curve. You're basically a child when you start tattooing.
I was gonna say I know we're mid operation, so if you guys got to get up, that's cool. We're still gonna have everybody on. but-
No, he's just gonna do cuts.
I will have to do a piercing at some point, though. Can you
Okay.
let me know when that piercing is done with paperwork?
See that, guys? Look at these guys.
Ready?
These guys
All
are
right,
always
I'm
hustling.
This is the real deal. We are really in a tattoo
yeah,
shop.
we're really in a
I'm gonna
tattoo shop.
I'm gonna go poke a hole in this person
Yeah.
real fast.
So-
and I'll be back.
Yeah, you know what? So
Yeah.
to kind of lead back, we're gonna see Matt here back in a second. So obviously you guys, they get started high school, right? And what's the next ideal that you have? Do you come up with this idea in high school, or do you come up with this idea after you graduate? Like, what's the steps leading up to?
I thought of it in I think, you know what, actually, by the time I was like 10, I knew I wanted to be a tattooer.
Really?
Yeah, because my dad used to sneak home with new tattoos all the time, like straight biker shack, bloody fucking disgusting tattoos. You know? At the time, I was like, that's sick. Like, we always grew up with art and drawing, and like that was always like a good thing in my house. Like, always paint, always draw, you know? My dad was always pushing us to be as good as we could. And he would always sneak in with tattoos. My mom would be like, that shit is gross. Like, don't you ever fucking dare, you know? Like, she almost divorced his ass, like, every tattoo. Yeah. And he didn't have a lot. He has like 4 or 5. And, but my dad was just like, yeah, like, this shit's expensive.
Yeah.
And, like, I couldn't believe it when I was a kid. He was telling me he spent like $400 on a tattoo like that big.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I was like, he's like, if it's smart, I remember my dad told me when I was 10, he's a smart man would do tattoos, not get them. And I was just like, oh, I guess I'm going to fucking do tattoos then. Because that shit is cool. Like, you know what I mean? And then by the time I was like 12, I was buddies with this kid in high school. His name was Mike.
Yeah.
And his dad was a tattoo artist when he was like 19 at like a biker shack. He wasn't anymore, but he showed me his portfolio. And he opened his big portfolio up, and it was just like biker flash, and it was just like boobies everywhere. And skulls and motorcycles and boobies and hot rods and shit.
I'd have been hooked right then.
And I'm like 12-year-old boy, like, that's a job? I'm like, damn, boy, I want that, you know?
That's awesome.
And that guy told me that day. His name's EJ, by the way, if you're watching this. I love that guy. And he was like, if you don't stop drawing, like, if you stop drawing or you don't stop drawing, he's like, one day I'm going to find you and I'm going to hurt you. Yeah. I was like, okay. He's like, I need you to keep pushing every day, draw your fucking ass off, and become a tattoo artist.
So, real question: is drawing on paper very similar to?
No, not even. No. I can tattoo better than I can draw.
Really?
Yeah.
That's always been like a curiosity. So I'll tell you one reason why I actually hit up Mike. We went to school together for a little bit. Well, it was a very small bit. He graduated way later than I did because I'm old as fuck. But honestly, I saw some of the work that you had on social media. I was like, holy shit. I said, I've always wanted something done. And this is, once again, a side story. I hit him up and I wanted, because everybody knows, you know, your boy's a huge Carolina Panther fan. And I hit him up for some Carolina Panther work.
Oh, you're talking about me. I thought you were talking about somebody else.
No, definitely talking about you.
Who is this motherfucker?
who is this piece of shit, right? I only go to Mike for all my shit. So anyway, I hit him up for some Carolina Panther stuff, and it was a big thing because I told him what I wanted, but I wanted like murals a little bit about some players and stuff like that, which I know. Don't even say it. You're gonna say it's.
I don't even know what
he
say.
denied you
I want
after
all
Panthers.
the teams' portraits.
Yeah. He's like, Carolina, I can't do that.
So Mike ended up responding. He was like, nah, this isn't the type of work that I do. So he kind of, all of a sudden we started settling. He realized, like, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love Marvel more than anything in the world. Hey, you the man, dude. And I was like, hey, could we do something like this? And I told him, and I'm not sure how this works with, you know, tattoo artists and things like that, but I said, hey, I would love a Marvel sleeve. I want everything. And we got this whole thing mapped out. And he immediately texted back. He's like, the doors have fucking opened, right? With the creativity and all this shit. So it was just a side story, but it was really incredible. And I thank him every day because I love every time Mike puts some shit on my arm or on my body. On my body.
In your body?
Yeah, right.
That's after hours.
Yeah. But it's honestly, I love it. And I can't tell you how many people I went to go see Wakanda Forever today. And I had.
It took forever, I heard.
Oh my God, bro. Either way, that's the longest movie on the planet. But we'll get into that later. But either way, I have people coming up to me every single day. If I go to Wawa, if I go to the movies, if I go out in general at the fucking gas station, they'll be like, hey, bro, God, your shit
It's not even done.
And it's not even half done from what Mike's told me because he's so detailed in everything that he does.
Man, when I'm out with him, you see people get chills. He's creating fans just off the mere fact of your art.
It's crazy. And
that's
I take all the credit.
It's true art. I mean, it's true art. I mean, think about it. You said you wanted a Marvel sleeve. So take that and make a creation out of that.
on the other side of that, I will say this. I know we kind of got drifted away from the story. We'll get back to it in a second. But you have to be, in order to be a tattoo artist, or in order to be a tattoo customer, this is what I've learned coming in here. You have to fucking be flexible.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand what's possible, what's not possible.
If you're rigid and you're like, it has to be this way, you're gonna get some dumb shit.
Yeah.
And then not like in my shop, you know, I kind of tell my guys like, look, like, you know, do what you're comfortable with. If you're trying to make a buck, you're trying to make a buck, but like, don't do something you're uncomfortable with because you're gonna do a bad job. And if you don't give a fuck about it, like bad news travels twice as fast as good news. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, I only do stuff I'm comfortable with. If I'm not comfortable tattooing a whole team of football players, I'm not gonna fucking do it. You know?
Yeah.
Because I've worked in those shops where it's like, if you don't do that tattoo, you don't have a job.
And that was actually really fucking cool because when I came in, and let's be real, I don't know dick about tattooing now, anyway. But I came in and I showed him. I said, "This is the size of my arm. I'm willing to go chest all the way over." And I said, "Do what you want with it. These are the guys I want on there. I want Marvel. Here's my 10 favorite guys." Mike mapped everything the fuck out. He said, "I want to." He came up with all the ideas because I'm not creative at all. I'm an idiot.
No, that's my job. You just have to have the idea.
That's it. And I was just like, hey, Marvel characters, let's go. I gave them top 10. And next thing you know, we're mapping out this thing. And I'm telling you guys, as we go through this podcast, you guys are going to see it as it comes together. It is going to be so fucking dope, dude. I'm telling you. And it was amazing as he came up with the ideas and everything that went through his mind. It was like, honestly, it was astonishing. Yeah. And I was really amazed, which is why I started asking questions to everybody in the shop. I was like, how do you come up with this shit? You know what I mean? That's like a hard talent.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's weird. There's like major like rules, and then it's kind of like Tetris. You gotta just fit it in where the rules fit in. And then once the puzzle completes, then you're like, okay, that'll work.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
when did you know you were good at this? That's my question. Like, you know, at 10, you knew this is what you want to do with your life.
Yeah. So I just hit 13 years.
And you just
week.
saw the book with the boobies.
Book with the boobies, yeah. No. I mean, last week is my 13th year tattooing.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody, round of applause.
All right. Okay.
Round of applause.
Golf clap.
Golf clap. Yes.
So, yeah. I knew this was going to be it for me when I did that Hulk. I'm just kidding. Yeah. I was like, all right, maybe there's a career in this. You know?
Yeah, maybe there's a career in this.
Yeah. And my whole family is like Eastern European, so like they still don't understand. Like it's a big deal in the United States. They're just like, you can make money doing that, and I'm like, yeah, like a little. Yeah. They think it's like a big joke. They're like, so when are you gonna get like a job? And I'm like, but this is my fucking career. Like, what are you talking about? I'm entrepreneur. Like, you know,
I entrepreneur this.
My dad gets it. My dad's always, you know, like, hell yeah. Like every time I post something, you see my dad comment on it. It's hilarious. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
He's your biggest fan.
He is my biggest fan.
That's awesome.
And he's my biggest critic, which is great because I'll be like, you know, I'll do a black and gray tiger. This happened actually. I did a black and gray tiger, you know, and it was pretty good. And he was like, it's not enough orange in the tiger. I'm like, it's black and gray. You know? He's like, yeah, it's good, but you didn't put orange in it. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah. Holy fuck.
You're right. What the fuck am I doing?
So again, we're gonna veer back onto your timeline. So on your timeline, obviously you see this book, you kind of get started, you have this ambition. So you had the idea, obviously, even before high school, right?
I remember in middle school and all through high school, I only used like ink pens for everything. I never used a pencil. They'd be like, use a pencil because you can erase. And I was like, fuck that. I'm going to be a tattoo artist. You don't erase tattoos, you know? Which in hindsight was like the worst idea. I should have used pencils, but whatever. I don't know. I was prepared. Not prepared. I was committed. And you got that?
I got it.
All right.
We're good. Don't worry, guys.
All right.
And the sad part is they can see everything.
There's no hiding.
I mean, by high school, my senior year, you know, they have that day in econ where they come by and they go, what are you going to do? What college are you going to? What's your career plan? Like, what's going on? And like, I was like, I don't know. I'd probably do tattoos, you know? And they're like, no, like what's your, like, that's funny and all, but like, what are you going to do? And I'm like, probably tattoos. And they're like, no, you need to take this seriously. Like, are you going to college? And I'm like, bitch, I told you.
Bitch, I put my foot down on that shit.
Which is hilarious because my friend behind me goes, I'm going to be a fucking rock star. And she was, I'm not gonna name drop or nothing. It's hard. And she was like, same deal to. She was like, okay. That guy's a fucking rock star.
Yeah, like look,
He made it, dude.
Yeah.
He's like the top of his genre of deathcore or whatever it is. It's like a new, like I think they call it new metal. I don't know, but dude's a rock star.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from a little town, everyone had big dreams, and they accomplished those big dreams. Did you ever have like doubt that maybe you're doing the wrong thing? Maybe I should do this job.
Not doubt. I always like beat myself up on my own art. I was like, this is not good enough because I want to be something. You know, I look in magazines and it's bad shit. You know, bad motherfuckers tattoo, and I was like, damn, I'll never equate to that. But at the time, I mean, there's a lot of great tattooers in the town now, but 13 years ago, there was like 3 or 4 shops, and they were doing like, you know, whatever so stuff, because the quality of what you could use as tools has evolved. You know, everything's a lot better now, but at the time it was so limited that the bullshit that I was doing in my room was like, all right, like I know people who are tattooing professionally that aren't putting out the quality that I'm doing with no fucking experience, no idea what the fuck I am doing. And I was like, all right, like there's something here. And my dad was pushing me too. He was just like, you could do that. I was like, all right, I guess I have to. Like I've been talking about it forever. And I'm one of those people where if I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to do it.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'm getting a little fucking jacked up right now.
Yeah,
like,
that
I'm
is-
feeling
yeah,
a little
that's
fucking
good
hype.
stuff.
Like hell
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's some
stuff.
good shit.
I like-
Hey, do me a favor, kiss that mic when you get into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, get in there.
Dude, honestly, I'm fucking a little jacked up. Like Mike, you kind of just came in and it was like, nah, I can fucking do this shit. Like,
Yeah.
this is what I
Yeah.
do.
Well, yeah. My whole life I've been artistic. I always been, you know, every single grade, the most artistic kid.
Yeah.
Best paintings. Every single high school art show, won all that shit.
That's
like
wild.
nobody even close. There was that one chick, Savannah. I don't know if you knew her. It's actually Van now, but
Like
at
as
the
a
time, it's a dude now.
Okay.
At the time, she could paint like a motherfucker. She don't paint no more. He
Hey.
don't paint no more.
By the way, here at Two Dimes, do you, baby? We don't give a fuck.
That's fine. I'm just like, why don't you paint, bro?
Yeah.
You know.
Why don't you paint? That's the only thing I care about.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You got a dick or no dick. It don't matter to me. But you used to paint so good. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
So, I mean, let's do a little bit of comparison. I mean, Chris, you got some tattoos, don't you?
I do, yeah. And all mine cost me about 120 soups.
Where did you get those tattoos,
So in,
Chris?
in
He
inflation,
said prison.
Prison.
Prison. All right, so hold on. You know what? No, we're not gonna do that. We'll show that another time. We'll do it.
You can show the San Fran. I mean,
Yeah,
Sam.
no,
listen,
let's be
I
real.
seen
Show
a lot
the
of bad. I seen a lot of bad tattoos done in shops.
Yeah.
that are worse than that. That
I was gonna say,
that's
yeah, yeah.
decent.
They're
That's,
There's a
actually
couple. Yeah,
Goddamn
there
decent.
was a guy that could run.
To the
yeah.
mic, baby.
Yeah, there was a guy that could run.
Oh, here, we got a
some
freebie.
ink, bro.
We got a freebie.
We got a freebie until Matt gets back.
And I'll go ahead and I'll post this.
Yeah, look at that.
And he came in. He came into my dorm.
Yeah.
And he said, "Dude, let me run a piece on you for free." He said, "Let me run that." And
how
that
you-
was his
that's how-
advertisement.
Wait,
That's how you
telling
get your
me
name
that,
out.
Wait.
Yeah.
That didn't cost you no soup?
This part didn't cost me nothing.
What about a spork?
No sporks.
They got sporks.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's all you get.
Chris, we have no nudity on this show.
No
Just
nudity,
you're over
baby.
showing nipples.
But he ran this thing, and he ran it nice,
Yeah.
and that put his name out in the entire pod. for
Yeah.
Where'd you get it
everybody else.
done? Like in the
Like in the dorm, yeah.
Okay.
Right in the dorm.
I keep hearing these stories about getting it done in showers and I don't know.
No,
Wherever the CO can't see it.
you can, yeah. Wherever the CO can't, I've seen it done in the yard.
Yeah. You hear some weird
did.
shit. You hear some
seen
weird
that
shit.
done in the yard,
And they're both
man.
like standing up, you know.
Big ass piece too, man. I mean, I'm talking like this guy was getting a whole back piece done.
Yeah.
And he had wings. He had the wings on the back, bro, looking like an angel wings and
Yeah.
all that. And it was insane. But
That's crazy.
after he got that piece done, bro, I was hooked. I'll tell you, I was hooked because listen, he actually ended up going to the box.
I was gonna say, there's a reason that we're family. Because once I got one, I sought out Mike, and I was like, just tattoo
It's
the whole
addictive.
body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they say it's
Tattoo
addictive.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever you want.
Absolutely. He ended up leaving the pod and going to the box, getting
Yeah.
out of the box and going to a different pod. And he told me he would finish the rest of it off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do I get there? He's like, dude, you got to sneak in the pod, bro. And now when you do that, I'm risking of going to the box.
Oh.
But I said, fuck it. I did too.
So the people like me, what is the box? I don't know what the box.
The box is 24-hour
Mike.
lockdown.
Come on, man.
Solitary confinement.
You didn't watch episode 1? Prison.
I ain't made my way. I'm busy.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna watch it. I promise.
We don't have a faithful watcher. God damn it.
I've been
Anyone who
sharing
don't know what the box is, it's solitary confinement. 24 hours. You stay there in the cell, and you're only out.
No windows or nothing.
No, you had a window. You had a vent.
Okay.
You know, you had one vent.
Somewhere to fart.
And you had and
Somewhere to fart.
and occasionally you had a bunkie when the box
Ugh.
got full.
Yeah,
You know?
it sounds like a lot of fighting.
Oh, there's it's a lot of stuff. But I mean, if you go and sneak into another pod, that's where you're going. And I'm like, absolutely, I'm taking a chance to do that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I went to the box for my tattoos.
I was gonna say, honestly though, from what I saw when I the first time I saw you in years, they look good.
They don't look bad.
They don't look bad at
That's
all.
what I mean. That's what I mean. Is I seen so many worse tattoos coming out of real
But
shops.
Yeah.
you didn't see his tattoo in the middle of his forehead.
No, I did get
Oh,
one on my
shit.
forehead.
You got it
That
lasered?
can't- Yeah, I did get it lasered.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see it at all.
He
Yeah.
did.
You sure? What was it?
Mike, he got a
I've been thinking
cross.
about a Corvette logo.
No,
I'm,
yeah.
not, I'm not even playing. I've been thinking because I got the widow's peak.
fucking
you know?
Corvette logo
fit
in the middle of his
perfect
forehead. Listen, he got a swastika in the middle. Of
No.
Not a swastika, dude. It was a cross.
No.
All right, I'm lying. I'm
No.
bullshitting. Yeah, it wasn't a cross. It was a fucking plus sign.
It was a Jesus
The
piece.
the side symbols were longer than the fucking up and down symbol.
I was real religious
Oh.
back then.
Hey man, and either situation, you got to do what you got to do to get through. So
There you go.
I was a meth head and I was real religious. I just wanted everybody to know I was
There you go.
100 pounds soaking wet, but I believed in God.
That's one of those things.
Jesus.
that's
help.
always a red flag for me. Somebody's got too
Yeah.
many crosses. I'm like, what's going on there?
Yeah.
You know.
it's a little bit much. So let's veer back. So again, you obviously you have this big artistic vision. What's the development after you leave high school? Because you said you had this ideal, and you started practicing, and you practiced in high school, literally on mat.
Yeah,
Right.
I practiced on a bunch of people
Okay,
during
so
school, like my senior year.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
I used to show my art teacher too pictures, you know.
yeah.
And she'd be like,
Wait. What was the art teacher's name?
it was Miss Johnson at the time.
Hey, Miss Johnson.
Yeah, if anyone knows how to get a hold of her, let me know because I've been trying to flex and because I would show her, I'd be like, look, like there's a career in this, and she was like, you need to quit fucking around. Like she'd talk to me like that because we were
Exactly.
cool.
So yeah.
She's like, you need to go to art school. Like you're
Fuck
too
that
good. You know, she believed in me too, even though she hated me. Like we both hated each other, but like she saw the quality.
On a side note, by the way, Mr. Wolf. By the way, my aunt. Anybody that watches this pod from when we went, my aunt.
Does
named
the
Mr.
Wolf watch?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I love Mr. Wolf. She's fantastic.
Oh my God, dude! Don't filter yourself now. So
No, she's great.
I know, dude. Honestly, because she was a math teacher in our high school, and the moment that I said, Mike, I'm not gonna drop last names, Mike blank, right? She immediately goes, "Oh, I had a great arrangement with that guy," and I said, "Yeah," and she said, "Yeah." Mike would shut the fuck up while I was doing my my lesson, and then if he needed something, he would just come to me. But other than that, he would just fucking draw.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I was drawing in all math class. People are like, oh, yeah, math. I'm like, no, I failed math 3 times. You know why? Because I was drawing.
oh yeah.
It worked out.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It worked out. But DeWolf, honestly, though, this is why I love my aunt. My aunt was so fucking badass. Still to this day, she's a badass teacher, right? But to this day, she literally said, no, I had an agreement. Mike didn't want to fucking understand math. He didn't give a fuck about it because he had a passion for what he did. So we had an agreement. Shut the fuck up in my class. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Do your work.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Pass with a D. I don't give a fuck.
She's like,
Fair
well, I'm
enough.
teaching. She straight pulled me aside one day. She was one of those raw people like that. When she's
Yeah.
like, look, I don't care what you do. Don't fuck up my teaching while I'm teaching, you know? Just sit there and draw quietly. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, you don't want to take the test? You don't have to take the test.
Best part is, swear to God, remember we went to Red Lobster. We had some type of celebrating event that we did.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it
The
was.
last time?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It was Dad's birthday.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Cut that part out.
No, we're not gonna cut that out.
Yeah, no, put that in there.
If you watch the first episode, we kind of threw him under the bus a little bit.
Yeah. That's how we feel about you, Dad.
That's
Forget
how
about
I
your
feel
birthday.
about your dad.
I can't wait for him to be on the show.
Yeah, I really feel
I'm gonna grill.
So literally, we were there, and I left, dude. I left a tattoo. I left fucking Iron Man,
Yeah.
and went to Red Lobster.
It's like bleeding and shit.
Oh yeah, all bleeding and everything with the shit on it.
I should have like bumped her with it.
Yeah, legit. I was like, hey, check it out, and she was like, wow, you look like an idiot, and I was like, oh, thanks. And I said, hey, you remember Mike blank, right? And she was like, fuck yeah, I remember that dude. And I was like, yeah, he did that. And she was like, yeah, you should keep going to him.
You know what? She was one of the ones where this happened where I did painting. Oh fuck! I was gonna show you the painting, but I thought I had it here. It got fucking lost in the flood. Anyways,
God damn it!
I know, it's destroyed. But I was really pissed.
Storm.
But I did this painting that was like a turning point where all the teachers were like, "Holy shit!" To the point where
This dude is real.
It got put in the teacher's email. It's like all the teachers can see this email. It got like a mass email was sent out to all the teachers of a picture of my painting that I did.
Yeah.
And they were like, holy shit, like nothing has ever come out of this school like that artistically.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh my God. And I remember, I'm pretty sure it was the Wolf. My memory of high school is really faded, but she was like, she saw that. She like kind of came over and she's like, hey, like I saw your painting. Like you're going somewhere. You know, and that was the point where we had a good understanding for each other.
You know what's cool? I'm really glad about that because there's really some people on the planet that are so.
I think she said, don't worry about math. You're going somewhere. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what, honestly, I'm really proud of my aunt because
Absolutely.
she's from a different generation. And honestly, it's like people don't realize, like, dude, you don't have to have a conformity mentality in order to fucking be successful.
Right.
You can actually do
Right.
something
Right.
that you love. You can do something that you love and you can fucking be successful at it. And regardless, in some cases, yes, it'll bring you a lot of money, right? In some cases, no, maybe not, right? Like if you're the fucking world champion in Rubik's Cube, like, okay, it may not bring you a lot of money, but honestly, like, fuck yeah.
Do what
You're
you
the
love.
champion.
Fuck yeah, dude. You're the fucking champion.
Do what you
You're
love.
the fucking beast in that shit, bro.
Right.
So
that's you.
So hear me out. You're at a bar and you see this girl and you're like, do you even know that I'm the world Rubik's Cube champion? All right, here's my number. You know,
I'm gonna be honest, dude. Like, I got really excited right there when you said that. That's,
laid for
one
sure. Laid for sure. She'd be like, oh my God, give me babies.
We interrupt this episode to bring you Joe's Backyard Barbecue, a delicious, amazing, gourmet type backyard barbecue meal with the most amazing service and the most amazing person that you can have at the helm, cooking those amazing ribs, the amazing brisket, and all the wonderful spices and barbecue sauce that you can imagine. So if you're in the Lake Worth, Florida area, make sure you go and see your boy Joe at Joe's Backyard Barbecue. And now, back to the episode. No.
The man is
Uh-oh.
back.
All right, he's
The man
coming
is
back.
We got a returner.
Got a
Yes.
return.
We got a returner.
Yes.
Yo, our dime and our token got to share.
I mean,
You know what's a little selfish is that I always have the single mic. I'm sorry.
I mean, you're the host. Don't get it twisted.
No, we are the hosts.
We're the hosts.
motherfuckers.
Oh, here we
The
go.
host.
Hang
God
on.
damn it.
Host. You
Hold on.
I got this.
Wait.
Wait,
Hold
hold
on.
on.
Let's interrupt. We're gonna interrupt right now. What kind of piercing do you? Hey, make out with that bitch. Talk into it. Tell me what you just did.
Get a little tongue in it.
Yeah, get a little tongue in there.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I just did a septum.
Okay.
Yep.
That's this right here.
It sounds like something in your butt.
The bowl piercing.
Does she go to New College?
Nice.
Oh,
I didn't ask.
Dude, I got
I
a
didn't
great
ask.
story. Remember the septum you did when I was waiting on Mike that time?
Oh, God.
Fuck, I do
fuck.
so.
Pass the fuck
I do
out.
so many. Oh, that happens more than you would think. I don't know. It feels like lately I've been having a lot more people pass out. Technical difficulties.
I got it. I'm good. I got
No,
it.
we're good.
MacGyver.
Mike, hey, hold the base, and turn the mic towards
Yeah, you gotta
Hold-
grab
hold
it by
base
the
of that
bottom,
black. Yeah, there you go.
real firm.
You're like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pee-pee.
Hold the base of the
I'm
black.
real.
I'm getting ready to
Okay.
say, this
All
is
right.
Hold the
in
base
a
of the
different
black.
Black?
direction.
So like down here.
Oh, hey.
Cold cock that motherfucker. Cold cock that motherfucker.
Okay.
Different guy.
Everybody, right here. What'd you do?
Oh, septum piercing. Fucking bull ring.
Yes.
Yeah. I've been doing a lot of them lately. For like the first couple of years, they were not very popular. I would do maybe one a week, if that. I probably do more septums than just about anything now.
Really?
More than ears, more than nostril piercings. They're the fucking rage now. I don't know what it
was
is.
the first God damn it. We're drifting away from the timeline, but fuck it. That's what we do at Two Dimes a Token. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Hey, what was the first year that you did a piercing? The first piercing you ever did? And what
we
kind of
talking
training-
about as a professional piercer or like the first time I made
No,
my
we're
own
talking
body?
about, hey, let me tell you something.
mean?
Raw dog that
How you
bitch.
got that scorpion on your
Raw
side?
dog that
Like, hey
bitch.
man, I ain't
All
never
right,
done
you-
this shit before, but stay
Let me.
still.
All right. I need to preface this with another warning. The story you're about to hear is absolutely not something I would encourage. It was fucking terrible.
Listen, on the other side of it, though,
This better be
the
good.
host is saying, hey, I mean,
No, that's a bad idea. You're gonna understand when I tell this story.
Go ahead. Look. Give
All
us
right,
the
so this was actually when he was a tattoo artist and we started kind of dabbling in this whole world. I got really big into my ears, and first I started stretching them, but then I wanted a helix piercing, and I got my ears done at fucking Walmart. I don't even think they
do me
pierce
a
at
favor,
Walmart
though.
anymore.
What is
They still do.
what is a helix?
Helix is up here. It's the cartilage on this part of your ear.
Okay.
And so I just went to the store and I got like one of those little starter pieces of jewelry, and I was like, how hard can this possibly be? So I fucking made a dot in the mirror and I just tried to like
Ran the
fucking
jewelry
thumbtack
through?
that shit.
That's what I did.
Oh, it was a terrible idea.
Both my ears were done, just Walmart jewelry, and I fucking blasted it through.
So earlobes are a whole different game though, because they don't have cartilage. What was really fucking terrible is trying to go through this thick chonker boy. So I felt the first pop and I was like, whew, thank God, that's over. I go inside, I look in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, it didn't go all the way through. So I was like, all right, let's go again. So I start pushing again, and this time I'm pushing from the front and the back, and I felt another pop, and I was like, okay, there we go. Thank God, this is really starting to suck right now.
Yeah.
So I looked in the mirror again, and what happened was the first time I punctured that outer layer of skin, and I hit the cartilage, and it stopped it from going through.
Yeah.
Second time, I punctured the cartilage, but it didn't actually pierce the skin on the back of the ear. So
I'm so
I was
fucking
looking-
hyped right now, bro.
the needle was, it wasn't a needle. The back of the jewelry was all the way through, but the skin of my ear had tented over it because it was not sharp enough to actually puncture that last layer of skin. So I had
And
like
it wasn't long enough.
you know how a tent looks when you have just the one center
Yeah.
pole? That was my ear.
Oh!
So I had to take in like the skin on the side of it. I was like, and fucking pop
You
that
just
shit
popped
through.
it through?
Oh, I was like 2/3 of the way there. I was like, I'm not gonna stop this
Be a
far.
man.
Yeah.
Be a man.
Fuck.
Be a man.
Dude, it was terrible.
But you're in the
Don't ever
mirror
fucking do
and you're
that.
like, bitches, you're gonna love this.
Yo, back then boys didn't have cartilage piercings, so I was like one of the only people I knew who had that done, and I was like,
I remember when I did my
Wait,
ears.
did it get infected or anything?
no.
Neither.
No.
To be fair,
no,
I
never
was
mind.
pretty clean about it. Like
You
I-
sanitized and everything?
well, I took care of it after I pierced it. I'm not like full idiot, like halfway, maybe 3/4.
You know,
But you know,
I give you a lot of credit because if I would have done that straight up, I'd have been like, yeah, fuck it. I got it through. It's all good.
No,
I
you're
don't got to touch
going
it
to
again.
put alcohol on it.
It's
You're going
staying in
yeah,
there now.
Yeah, it's staying in there now. Mike, what
Dude,
were you
I
saying?
cleaned it
dude, I
up.
remember I did my ears and I went over to my friend's house and his dad's like kind of prejudiced and just weird about stuff that wasn't cool. It isn't cool now, but was like whatever then. But he was just like, you got your ears pierced? I was like, yeah. And he was like, only pirates and homos pierce their ears. And I don't see a bird on your shoulders.
You know what I would have told him?
I was like, bro,
Wow.
that don't fly today. I wish I could see him today.
I
so I'd
would
fucking
have
slap
kicked him
but-
right in his fucking
Yeah, I
little
wish.
piss pump.
I wish. I was a little guy. I was like 7 or 17. I was like probably
Little
100
guy.
pounds.
This guy's like 6'1", 180 pounds.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, pirate.
He agreed like he's a little guy.
I got Pirate Bay, you know.
Holy fuck. So, oh shit. We had so many stories come across. All right. Agreed. Get back in the timeline. So, you guys, out of high school, right? You guys venture off. How many years is it out of high school before you guys come together and you're like, hey, let's start this bitch. Let's fucking get our career going. Let's do this shit. What?
23. Because I joined the Army first as a combat medic, which is where a lot of my
Piercings.
significantly more professional aspects of this career started to really kind of take hold.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a combat medic for 4 years active and then 3 years National Guard.
Oh, yeah,
thanks,
I meant to tell you that. Happy Veterans Day.
Fist bump from afar. Don't let me hang on camera.
I can make it.
There
No, I'm like trapped in here by this thing. I feel like it's-
They can't see it on the camera. You're good. They only
No.
No,
By
it's
the
okay.
way, on the other side of this, this is gonna be really fucking selfish for me to point out. This dude has the greatest fucking tattoo I've ever seen. If you ever watch Dragon Ball Z, dude,
Oh, so
of Cell
Oh, I did that.
on his fucking calf, and Mike did that shit.
I did that a while
shit
ago.
Was so fucking dope.
Probably
bro.
like 6,
5
7
years
years.
The
ago.
worst part is, I'm
Something
pretty
like
sure the camera's not aiming that low, but fuck it, we'll post pictures.
Yes.
Yes,
get in
atta
there.
boy, get
Yeah.
that shit in there.
I don't know if you've seen the other
this
side.
Is
That's
4K,
my favorite
zoom
one.
that
Yes,
shit.
we
I like
are
the other
4K
side.
zooming this bitch.
Thranduil,
Hell yeah.
that might be wrong. I
Mike,
can't remember
did you do
right
all
now.
this work or just some?
Oh,
Most of it.
99%. I did the Elf King. That's my favorite one.
Yeah?
Go back through
Thranduil.
there.
Also, on a side note, before we continue, we are hulking these motherfuckers. Today
Oh, yeah,
is
Hulk.
about beasts in the motherfucking world. We're hulking this bitch. So continue.
Understood. Yeah, so I joined the military as a medic, and this is where things got real fucking weird. Again, highly discourageable acts are about to be told. Don't fucking do this. So when I got stationed out in Kansas, I hit him up because we're like, I mean, like he said, we've been best friends since we were fucking like piss pots. We took baths together and shit when we were kids because that's how little we fucking were. So I joined. I get stationed in Fort Riley in Kansas. I hit him up. I was like, dude, you should fucking move out here. It's like, I could get all my fucking boys to come to you for tattoos. It'd be easy. It's like we could literally just not even have to try that hard. I was like, there's a giant fucking college here. We got K-State out there. Hey, there you go.
All right.
Get in there.
All right.
Hey, yeah.
I saw you, bro. I saw you.
Thank you.
And so he was like, that actually sounds fucking good. I'm kind of not feeling the hometown right now. Let's have an adventure. And so I bought him a ticket, flew him out to Kansas.
Mike.
We got an apartment together, and he started tattooing like fucking college kids and soldiers left and right, hand
Hold
over
on.
foot.
Let me tell you my version of this.
Oh yeah.
There's always two sides to the story. Like, pass me that drink while you.
Oh yeah,
Which
we
one?
got
This
it.
one?
James.
Oh, we're coming back. We're coming back. One more. What is the drink of the day, Mike?
Jameson Ginger Ale.
Jameson ginger ale. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, we're not showing any logos. Kiss my ass.
So, I had been tattooing like 2 years at that point. So, like a year in my room, and then I started at this like crack shack. Well, I don't know if it was a crack shack.
What is a crack shack?
It was like somebody.
I believe.
Well, if you really want to know.
Matt, I can see your face right now. Look, by the way, in case you don't know, this guy was a 15-year-long drug addict. He is now 3 years sober, which is why he's drinking
Hey.
Red Bull.
Phenomenal.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Get in there,
exactly. So,
Hey, you're looking good, dude.
You don't. Hey.
There you
I
go.
know. I was looking at that wrist like,
want to tell
damn,
By
he
the
was
way,
jerking.
that's face when he said, "All right, let me tell you about this crack."
Hey,
That's face.
hey,
Hey.
EMTs.
All right, so
I, don't know,
yeah,
I worked at this kid's like shop. It wasn't really a shop for like 2 months. They got shut down by the police. He wasn't paying his bills, all that shit. So I was tattooing in my homeboy's house, and I was living there for a while. And it was just like, dude, this is going nowhere. You know what I mean? I'm like 2 years out of high school. He's in the military. He hits me up. He goes, dude, you got to come to Kansas. I have so many Army guys that'll get tattooed by you. Like literally, like fucking like 100. Like every one of my people in my fucking squad are like ready. And they have endless money. Just come live with me and we'll do it. I'm like, okay. I didn't even think fucking twice. The next day, I got on a plane like that. He bought me the ticket.
get the fuck out of here. How do you jump on a plane like that?
I had nothing going for me in Englewood. Nobody does.
No,
Hey,
there's a very small list of people I would fucking jump through fucking flame-covered hoops into a pit of tigers with cobras in the middle to fight to fucking pull my buddy out of the fucking mud pit in the middle. He's one of them.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm so jacked up by that sentence you put together.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, we did it.
Continue, Mike.
Wish I had someone like that.
Fuck these guys.
And I'm not.
Fuck these guys.
You really just said,
I love it. Real.
So I get to Kansas, and it's very different place. Him and his there's this guy in his squad. His name is Zach. Who's a very gay man, very nice, and he's
Very
like,
gay.
I live over at Zach's apartment. We got a place. There's 4 bedrooms. I'm like, cool. So we get over there, and it's a college situation. It's like on a college campus, Kansas State University, and it's like. I don't even know how to explain it. It's almost like a dorm, but it's not. It's like got a living room and 4 rooms for every college kid.
And you pay rent by the room
Right.
kind of deal.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
No.
We had that at
Zach
where we
rents
went
a
to
room.
Yeah.
Me and Matt sleep on the floor in the living room. He didn't mention that.
Chris had that where he went to school.
I was like, cool. Which room? Yeah. I was like, which one's my room? He's like, oh, we sleep on the floor.
School of Hard Knocks.
Dude, we saved so much money though. We paid.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
we
no,
paid
we did.
$100 a month.
I don't think
to sleep behind the couch.
That was the thing. Is No. We didn't even pay him. It was I had to tattoo
$100.
Zach.
Oh, that's right. He tattooed the roommate, and so we didn't have a
You
room.
got free living.
But
Free
we had
living.
a dresser in the corner.
On a college campus.
And
Kansas State University is not no joke.
Yeah, and we slept on the floor with like a blanket and a pillow, and like we just lived that way for like a year. Just
Hell
no
yeah.
fucking rent. I mean, like,
Whole year?
The whole
oh,
year.
a
Yeah.
whole fucking year.
On the
I bet you it was
cold
the best
concrete.
shit.
Oh, dude, it was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
We partied, and I was like, oh, look, my bed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass out on this floor.
Dude, it's great. Everything.
Yeah, no,
Dude,
they
it's
thought
right
we
there.
were weird passing out on the floor. We're like, no, this is where we
Bitch,
sleep.
this is my fucking room. Can you get off of my bed?
I can relate. How many times do I sleep on the floor, Mike?
Dude, you sleep on the floor every time you come over to my house.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie.
Dude,
My
there's-
back
there's- hold
has
on,
not
there's
started
six-
aching until
there's
I
six
sleep on a
fucking
bed.
bedrooms in my house.
The floor was better than the couch. The couch was shitty.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, you can have the couch if you want. That was a trap. I found out 2 days later the couch is fucked. The floor was way better.
Oh,
until
dude.
it started snowing and everything was
Oh, it gets fucking
frozen. It was
cold.
fucked. But we did that for like a year and a half, but sure enough, the clientele was endless. I would be plucking motherfuckers out of the college, out of the pool, like all around me. Hey man, you like tattoos? Hey, you like tattoos? Hey, you like tattoos? And I was making a killing.
Oh, we'd go. So on weekends, because in the military you always have the weekends off. So I'd get off work Friday, come back to the apartment. We'd get a case of beer, and you just start walking the hallways because this building was fucking huge. Like we're talking 1,200 units.
Really?
Like all within walking distance of each other. Huge fucking apartment complex for kids in college. And so we would just listen for what dormitories
Was partying.
had loud music. We'd
Every
knock
night.
on the door with a case of beer, be like, hey. They'd be like, get the fuck in here. So we'd fucking get, a case
worked
of beer
countless
was
times.
guaranteed invite to the party. We'd get in there. I'm covered in all tattoos that he's done. And we would just let things loosen and settle up. And then the conversations would come up. They'd be like, dude, sick tattoos, bro. Where you get them? I'm like, I'm glad you fucking mentioned that. Get over it. I'd fucking rip my shirt off and be like, check out these fucking bad boys.
Dude.
And they'd be like, dude, these are sick.
Mid-party, we drag these drunk motherfuckers over to our apartment. I'd be tattooing them on my kitchen fucking counter and shit.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
So that's how you
It's-
guys generating the revenue in order to open up your own shop?
No.
No, this was
no.
just to
that-
fucking
that's just
survive.
fucking fun.
It was just
sounds
one
like.
one brick in the fucking wall.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's
Hey,
wild.
I gotta
So
piss, but
that's-
you guys continue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go piss. So, holy shit, dude. So literally, you're in the army.
Oh, yeah. I could have gotten in a lot of trouble for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we were tattooing my entire chain of command. My first sergeant was in my apartment one time getting tattooed, and I came home from work. I was like, so I'm just gonna leave, because let me know when this is done. Hey, first sergeant, it's good to see you. I'll be out of here.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Oh yeah,
really?
it's crazy. But I was in the infantry, and being a medic in the infantry, you already can basically get away with anything. You're fucking Doc. People don't fuck with Doc. But then I was also fucking hookup for tattoos, so it was like I could basically walk on water in my company, because it's like I was their medic. I got their medication. I took care of their boo-boos and their owies. And then I was also the hookup for fucking cheap tattoos.
Absolutely.
So it was like,
Real, dude, that's badass.
Nasty.
Oh,
Who's
it
gonna
was-
fuck with that? You know.
No one's
we
gonna
had
fuck with that.
we had an absolute Slayer setup. Those would easily be some of the best
Hey,
fucking
Mike,
stories
do
I
me a
tell
favor,
my whole
go back
life.
over there. Will you turn that and flip that? Sorry. Don't mean to interrupt. I'm so sorry. Wait, this thing? Yes, flip it all the way towards us.
Flip it.
There you go. All right, dude. So honestly, fucking dude, that's insane. That's
Dude,
wild.
And the description doesn't even do it justice. I'm talking. This was basically 1 year of nonstop. Like basically, life is a rock star party fest. It was out of control.
So when, and I'm pretty sure I'm taking Keon's question because I know he's going to ask this. When did this finally end and you had to go home?
When I worked, I worked with 2 different guys at this like shack, right? Mm-hmm. And one of them was fucking amazing. The other one was kind of whatever. Yeah. And the whatever guy calls me and he goes, "Yo, I just got a job at this very serious shop and we need some help. You want to come work here?" And I was like, "I'm in Kansas." And he's like, "Well, dude, the walk-ins are crazy and we could really use your help." And I was just like, "You know what? We're partying. We're not really doing anything here." I was just like, "Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
like, let me run back. Like, let me run back. Let's see what's going on. Like, this is," he says, "it's a serious shop." So, like, I'm trying to take this seriously. I got to take my career seriously. I'm over here fucking off in Kansas. So, I flew back for the opportunity, show up, biker shack. Yeah, dude, it was it was bad, dude.
He's fucking hulking that bitch. That's
biker shack, but I worked at this biker shack for like 2 or 3 years, and I learned a lot. That's the where I learned the most about my tattooing, for sure, because I learned exactly what not to do.
Yeah, and I had right around that time my deployment was coming up. I was going to Afghanistan, and so
Well, that's what it was. He was leaving
wasn't
anyways.
gonna stay in
So I was
Kansas
like, what am I
anyways.
going to do here?
Yeah, so he went back home. I deployed, and then when I came back, I hit him up, and he actually moved back to Kansas.
Oh yeah,
for a little bit. When
he's
I
like,
get
"Yo,
back
I'm
from
coming
Afghanistan."
back from Afghanistan," and
I was like,
"Sick."
I was like, these dudes have been getting paychecks for 9 months with nothing to spend it on. I was like, I have 19 and 20-year-old kids with 15 G's in their pocket, dog. Like,
Come back.
And
go
we
back
had
to the
already
you need to be ready for arrival.
So-
You need to be ready
So-
to tattoo.
through partying our asses off and networking with the college kids. We made a legitimate network, and we knew
Oh, yeah.
fucking everyone, and everyone knew us.
Oh, K-State knew, like, of anyone in the entire area, all the college kids began funneling through Mike. Like, he was
Because
guy.
the tattoo shops in the area weren't shit.
No, they all sucked.
They were all trash,
horrendous.
and they're overpriced and egos and all
College
this shit.
kids are broke
I'm
already.
gonna say this right now. Fuck you guys. You guys sucked. Right there in that
yeah.
area, right?
They
Oh,
might
yeah.
be okay now, but there was just,
They might be okay now, but how many years ago was this?
I don't even know.
10?
I don't know.
No.
8,
still
Yeah, no,
10
10 years ago.
yeah.
'Cause I came back from Afghanistan in 2012.
bold?
Wow,
This
is
that's
my
fucking
3rd year
weird to
tattooing.
say out
Can I be
loud.
bold enough to just jump on here and say they still suck because this place is the best tattoo place in the place?
Definitely.
I know at least a couple of them are fucking closed.
You know, people
They
have-
definitely suck.
They didn't make it.
Yeah, they didn't make
They
it.
didn't survive COVID.
But it was also,
yeah.
broke college kids. So I was like, yeah, I'll tattoo you for a case of beer and $50,
Oh, dude.
Damn.
I don't give a fuck.
We didn't have rent. No overhead. We lived for free.
Okay, so on a side spectrum, what were you doing? How many years were you in?
I did 4 years active in Kansas.
4 years. So what happened to the 1 through 4 years? Obviously, you spent some time there. And
So the
then
first
when you
year-
were deployed.
First year he was there with me, and then I was deployed for year 2. Then when I came back, he was there for probably close to another year. We got a bigger apartment. We upgraded our life a little bit. It was
We
still,
got an apartment.
still in the ghetto, but we had beds this time. Like
Yeah. All
we
right,
had an
rooms.
actual
Did you
room.
stay there while he was deployed?
No, I came back. That's why
Yeah.
I worked at the biker shop.
Oh, okay.
When
He
he got back from deployment 9 months later, he's like, "Yo, come back." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm
see ya.
coming back."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck
Yeah.
this shit."
So he came back, and then we did that for like a year, and then that was when I was like, I think I'm gonna get out. I want to open a business. I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time, but I knew I wanted to have a business because I was like, I want to create something. I don't want to just answer to the Army my whole life. I loved the military. I learned a lot, and it made me who I am today, but I knew I wanted something else. So he was like, okay, well, if you're getting out, I have an opportunity to work at an actual nice shop
Yeah.
back in Florida. And that was when he decided to move back. I spent like the last 9 months there kind of squaring away my stuff with the Army and getting ready to get out.
Yeah.
And then I moved back here. And then very quickly after I moved back, so I moved back in 2014. And that the next year, about a little less than 12 months later, the guy that he was working for, they were in this shop. He was working in this shop's location.
Like this actual location.
This actual shop.
Okay.
And he was like, I'm selling this shop. You have two choices. You can either buy it from me or you can work for whoever the fuck does. And so we were playing Diablo together. I was at my fucking house playing Diablo on my computer, and he was playing Diablo here. And he messaged me in the game. He was like, I have a question for you. You got 10K right now? I was like, fucking for what? He's like, well, my boss just told me he's selling this shop, and I have to buy it or work for whoever does. And I figured I'd ask you if you want to buy a tattoo shop. I was like, fucking yeah, I do.
Well, we were.
Sweet.
Oh my God. We were.
Oh, there she is.
Again, I keep just. All right.
It's okay.
She's a loose one. Isn't
I was-
she?
Yeah, you
Dude, I
got
was
to
gonna say
twist
this
all the way around.
exact-
All right, now we're good.
I'm used to the loose ones.
Lean into it,
I'm
baby.
used to the loose ones. All right, so
Mike, you got to give it that ginger.
let me backtrack a little bit here. So remember I said I worked at the crack shack. It wasn't a crack shack, but it was just a shack with like a good guy and a bad guy.
It was a
Not
biker
bad
shop.
guy, a whatever guy.
Yeah.
So the whatever guy called me, and I worked at the biker shack. Went back to Kansas. We got our own apartment. Tattooed Joe's that we had familiar connections with. We had a good time after that. Still partying, good time. So the dude who was super good, who I looked up to, called me, and he was like, "Yo, I work at this badass shop in Northport. You got to come work here." And I was like, okay. You know,
Long
like
pause.
this isn't.
Everybody,
Was,
hey, make a life-changing decision.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
Mike seems like the type of person that's just gonna go with the flow. Like,
Yeah, so I was like, all right. So I showed up, and like day one, the owner's like, I hate you. Well, I swear to God, he was just like, I don't fucking like you. I was just like,
Sick, dude.
all right. And I was like, cool.
Yeah.
And it was just like, but this guy stuck his neck out for you and said you're gonna be something. And I was like, well, okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I was suckling his balls all night, you know.
So we cool, man?
Listen, hypothetically, I opened my mouth a little bit, and
So the guy was like, I fucking hate you. I was like, cool. Can you give me a ride somewhere? I swear to God, day one I said that shit to him, and he was not happy with me. But we became friends over time. We're still friends to this day. I'm not gonna name drop nobody, but so like a couple years goes by, they open this area, this shop. They opened this shop.
yeah.
And I was working here because it was like not doing good. It was not doing hot, and he was like, send me up here because I'm the muscle.
But from what I understand, at that point, though, you were actually pretty developed. Like
No, yeah, I was
Yeah, he was
going
a-
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like pretty heavy in the situation already. at
So
that
you
4
had a
years
lot. You had a lot
professionally
of.
at that point, I think.
Yeah,
roughly.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
He had been
Yeah.
tattooing probably like
No,
4 years professionally at that point, I think.
Wow.
4 or 5,
Accumulative.
something like that. But I was pretty hot at that point
Yeah.
because I know everybody in Inglewood, and everyone in Inglewood, Port Charlotte, Northport knows me. So, and I was working at this pretty bomb shop. So me and my homeboy kind of like really amped it up, and it was just a good situation. So
Yeah.
that's like still the place to go. And so I lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I talking about?
Then you got moved here.
Hey, fucking pause.
Oh, so yeah. He was living in St. Pete. So we go meet up after he gets back and to Florida and moves back. And he goes, yo, we should open our own place. And I'm like, I mean, I'm pretty loyal to this guy. He helped me out. He's been really good, you know, compared to the bullshit I've been through, you know. And he's like, yeah, I don't know, man. You'd be making so much more money. And I'm just like, it's not about the money. It's about the rep. And he's like, I don't know, man, the money. You know? I don't know, man, the money's good.
Definitely about the money.
So that week, like, no, it was like the night before we were at the bar talking about it. The day after, we're playing Diablo because this place is dead.
Yeah.
And the owner hits me up. He's like, fuck that place. I'm selling it. Do you want it? And I was like, no, I don't want it.
What?
I said, no, I don't want it. And he's like, cool. Somebody else is buying it. You're going to work for somebody else. It's just like he said, fuck right on you. Hey, you got 10 grand? Because we need like triple that. And I don't got it.
Oh yeah, and like
No, hold on. You said you were at home. You were not at home. You were at your day job, which was GNC.
oh, that's right. I was working in a supplement shop, and like,
he quit that day.
Oh,
He
yeah.
quit, closed the doors, and met us all at the bank, and we bought the
Fucking
shop
A.
that day.
Yeah.
I closed the shop. I was like, y'all, everybody get out. We're going to the bank. We bought the shop that day. What do y'all what's going
Dude,
on
that's
over there?
fucking. Dude,
Yeah.
that's fucking wild, dude. So you literally just fucking said, "Hey, fuck this. I'm done."
oh yeah, because I was like I said, when I got out of the army, the one thing I knew I wanted to do was have my own business that I could build into something that like I could fucking look at and be like, I fucking did that. And I had been saving while I was in the army, what I called my opportunity stash. So I had that money, and I was going to school at the time for business management and for marketing as a secondary major.
Ooh.
Nice.
And-
This was right up your alley.
Oh yeah.
Business management.
So I was
baby.
going to school, and I was working part-time at, I think it was actually a Total Nutrition up in St. Pete, selling fucking supplements. And it was a great gig because I was getting, $12 an hour, but I also got all the free supplements I ever wanted, which was fucking sick. I was like, dude, you had me sold at supplements, bro.
Where's the creatine?
And so in the back room, like I had a little camera where I could see the front, and he was like, "You can fucking do whatever you want back here. There's a camera. When somebody comes in, just make sure you address them." So I'd play fucking video games in the back. Like, you're gonna let me off the leash? I'm gonna play. And just like he said, I was like, the moment came up, I was like, "This is what this is fucking for, man." It's like, this is the moment where men are made. They either act or they don't.
Dude, you're playing fucking Diablo at
Dude,
your
Slayer of
current
Demons, bro.
hourly job.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 6
And
months.
all of a sudden, my man goes, "Hey, man, you got 10K?" And he goes, "Fuck it."
He thought I meant in game. He's like, yeah, I got like $1 million. No, man, real money.
Yeah, my money long, dog.
Yeah.
I got that long, bro.
2 dimes and a token. You may go to